Hey my Squidlings, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be kind of demoing and reviewing for you guys the Canson Montval watercolors. And I have two different kinds. I have the Canson Montval Rough paper. It is in natural white. It is 124 pounds or 265 GSM. It is a versatile paper that is highly resistant to scraping and repeated washing, ideal for watercolor, gouache, and it comes in two different sheet sizes. It comes in 19 by 24 inches and 22 by 30 inches. It also comes in blocks of 9 by 12 and 12 by 16, and they also have wire-bound pads with true size sheets and micro perforation. They have those in 9 by 12s, 10 by 15s, and 15 by 20s. And I'm not 100% sure that you can see the texture on this, but it is really textured. It's a lot more textured than any other kind of watercolor paper I've ever used. And then under here I have the Canson Montval Natural White 140 pound 300 GSM cold press paper, which is a little less textured than the rough. It comes in sheets of 19 by 24, 22 by 30, 18 and a quarter by 24 and a quarter, 24 and a quarter by 36 and a quarter, and 24 and a quarter by 36 and a quarter. It comes in a bunch of different sizes, and these also come in different sheet packs, like 10 packs, 25 packs, 50 packs, 100 packs, and down here is 50 and 100. So then it comes in taped pads of 9 by 12, 10 by 15, 15 by 20, and 18 by 24. Blocks, which come in 4 by 6, 6 by 9, 9 by 12, 10 by 14, 12 by 16, 15 by 20, and 18 by 24. And wire-bound pads with true size sheets and micro perforation, 5.5 by 8.5, 9 by 12, 10 by 15, and 15 by 20. So these come, the cold press comes in a lot of different sizes as compared to the rough, which is pretty awesome. And then again, it is versatile paper that is highly resistant to scraping and repeated washing, ideal for watercolor, gouache, and pencil. So I'm probably going to test out some gouache, because I never hardly ever paint in gouache, and I really like it, so I do think I'm going to, paint in that. I want to go ahead and tell you guys this just for reference, because I didn't in my last review. The papers that have the text on here, this was just for like review purposes for me. If you were to buy these papers, they would not have this on here, so you would get more than this little area to paint on. So anyway, I really like the feel of these papers, and I've never used a rough paper before. I've only used cold press and hot press, so that'll be an experiment. And I am going to do pictures on both of these, so you'll get two speed paints in one, which is exciting. And I suppose that's all I really have to say for now. I will talk about my experiences and a little bit about the two illustrations when I do them, so I hope to see you over there. Alrighty, so I really like both of these papers. Definitely using the rough textured paper was a bit of an experience. I don't know, I like cold press a little bit better. I wasn't too keen on the super duper textured paper, but I mean, everybody has their own preference, But other than that, it was a really solid paper. I mean, it held up well to all of my techniques that I use, even though I'm super noob. It held up really well to erasing, it held up well to ink, there was no feathering, no problems like that. And as you can see, I am painting an elf girl at the moment. She was kind of based off of a character from Dragon Nest that I had recently watched the movie, and I was inspired, so I did a little doodle. And I liked how it turned out, so I thought it was pretty cool. Also, yeah, I'm just kind of painting in watercolors on this one. This one's watercolors, and then the next one is gouache, which I did on the cold press paper, and I painted my character Snapdragon. And I'm a really big noob to gouache, like even more of a noob than watercolors, so it took me a while to get like things correct and stuff, and thankfully gouache is a lot like acrylic in that you can cover up your mistakes and try again. So I had a lot of mistakes, oh my, but it turned out the way I liked it, and I think I'm gonna start shading kind of like a not so blended look, just because I think that looks really good, and I don't know, maybe it's just personal preference, I suppose. But anyway, now talking more about the paper, with my gouache painting, I had to scrub a little bit, and it did peel the paper a little bit, so it's not as sturdy as I had hoped it would have been, but maybe it was just, I don't know, it was just my experience with it, honestly. I'm not sure if they make a hot press paper, but if they did, I assumed it would be as good. I, like I said, prefer the cold press to the rough, but that's just personal preference. I did find that they held up pretty well to all of my water, and I didn't find any warping, and I didn't tape it down, as you can see in the video, so there's really no problems with that. So all in all, this is a really good paper. I would suggest it if you are a beginner. I would suggest it for any level, really. It's just a nice paper to have around. I mean, I wouldn't, if you have, paper, I wouldn't go out and just be like, oh my god, I have to have this. But if you are in the market for paper, I mean, I would check it out, at least do some research on it and stuff like that. So I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Also, Happy New Year's Eve! Leave a comment down below. Maybe let me know what you guys are doing for New Year's. Any resolutions or anything like that. And don't forget to join our cute little Squid army if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys later. Toodaloo!